Hello everybody, Kane here and welcome to another video of Art of Conquest. So this is the second time I'm gonna be recording it, just so you know. I might miss something, but the last one was like 20 minutes and this is just a bug that I'm gonna be talking about. So might as well just show it, show the effect of it, and of course say some of my comments about it. So the bug is basically an overpowered frontline squad in a race that I had played quite a bit ago. So why do I go to Grandmaster and Lich? Because it's a showcase what pretty much can happen even in high tier gameplay. Now I'm not entirely sure um, in terms of what buffs they have or whatever. It just pretty much showcases a high resistance frontline versus a bugged army frontline unit, which does a ton of damage. So they both have non-whale dragons. This guy has a dragon skin. They have high tier pets. They have, say, archers with cosmic above 30. They have covenant. Frontline has Covenant upgraded, Cosmic 30, though the defenses arguably could be better. Excuse me, yeah, arguably could be better, but essentially the damage that these stalkers do are actually magical damage, or I would probably think it's like true damage or so. So what do they, or rather how do they do that damage and why are they broken? So this wasn't very visible until Cosmic came out. So majority of the damage of these Zen Stalkers and how they kill heroes when their AI just went to the backline was because of the ability called Poisoner. Weapon is dipped in poison, dealing poison damage. All of these abilities usually that do damage scale from your attack value. So this poisoner likely or rather goes through the magic resistance, so it's not reduced or so, I'm not sure, but the damage is freaking insane. So basically you have an ability that is either true damage or does a ton of damage that scales from attack value, and if you upgrade Cosmic you raise the attack value like insanely high, and this one particular ability just decimates even high resistance frontline. Now, why did I say high resistance? This happens in a ton of fights, various dual tower points, even against myself. And yes, my frontline is pretty close to hitting 100% magic resistance. And yes, 100. That is crazy. And yes, I will show that in this video as well. So we might as well just go into the battle and pretty much see what happens. Just so you would actually know what kind of a bug this is. Basically, you have a stall versus stall. This person has archers in the stall side, so basically swordmen plus archers, and here you have two stalkers. These swordmen have additional 50% damage reduction first 32 seconds, 50%. In the first 5 seconds, they lost 20 to 30% HP. This squad is being healed by Balrog. Do you see what these stalkers are doing? In the, I suppose the data, they did 5 billion damage, but these friggin' swordmen are being slowly healed by the Azure Dragon, some stuff here as well. And do you see the stalker damage? They're killing heroes, they're killing archers, they're killing frontline heroes. They're friggin' decimating the frontline. So people are, well, not people, one of my buddy that I spoke to about and even argued for quite a while, he says, what's wrong with this? Like, I don't see anything wrong with this. This is fine. There is no bug here. Like, if you have a frontline squad that's doing more damage than friggin' 5 archer squads in PvP, like what is the issue here? It's a regular frontline squad. Why are you even fielding archers when you can have 5 frontline squads with the tankiness of a frontline and the damage of 5 archer squads or so? Like, why are you even fielding archers? Like, what the thing is, like, this particular thing is visible everywhere. I probably didn't test very early servers. I'm not sure how that goes there. But even in my own files, this was pretty visible against somebody's same core. Now, we don't have a skin, our pet's the same level, research is pretty much same, prisms likely I have a ton of prisms as well. I think most of the buffing ones are above 8, working on making them 9. He has 7.8 HP skeletons, high attack value, 99, 99. Not a lot of DPS stats as one might think with the damage you will actually see. My Swordman 7.6, of course Covenant 99, and as I said, magic resistance is close to 100. So before this fight, of course, let's just quickly check what kind of resistance values I actually possess, because quite a lot of people fail to realize the extent of this damage. So I have 65% just from Stating Covenant, additional 70% magic as well. So basically that's like 135% just for magic resistance and about 111 for physical just from one feature. So we have to go into armory as well, and in armory I have 70.2% for a physical and magic damage taken reduction for army. That is also pretty good. Reliquary I have for magic resistance as well, other stuff for resistances as well. So you pretty much realize that my swordmen are not too far off from actually being 100%. I probably need like maybe 10, 20, 30% more uncapped resistance, and they will hit 100. And even then, these stalkers would actually do damage. So, you see, these mages did this amount of damage, right? With the amount of damage I did, I probably should have won. But these stalkers did just 1 billion damage or below. I mean, this is arguably almost nothing in PvP, right? Right? Should be nothing. So let's check what kind of happened. So let's say 3 seconds into the battle, even the swordmen near Balrog are taking a ton of damage. Now arguably this swordman squad is close to mages, close to dragons, so they're being somewhat debuffed again. But let's just check this squad here. Let's just check the damage the stalkers do. So it's slowly being chunked, and then you're gonna see some huge chunks of damage, like they're being nearly one-shotted or so. Like it's slowly, like currently slowly losing HP, like just bit by bit. And at some points, like quite a few of these swordmen will have almost 0 HP. So do keep in mind that I'm actually killing shit on my burst side, right? So this swordman squad is constantly being healed by my Balrog, right? They're losing a ton of HP with no DPS in the stall side, and I'm losing heroes here, I'm losing buffers, and I'm losing my frontline squad. Like majority of these buffers died to skeletons, and I'm also losing my gladiators, my paladins, and my frontline to a frontline stall side. Like, do you realize how friggin' broken this is? And my buddy just goes like, yeah, but there's no problem here. You're just weak. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Is this like friggin' proper gameplay that you're gonna be strong by turning to Lich and having, again, a frontline squad that does more damage, like 5 times more damage than a friggin' archer squad or so? Like, mages didn't even focus this yet. And my stall side with Astrari and Fadi, with Balrog healing, with other buffs, is literally 20% before anyone even touch it. Even less now. And now the burst side collapses on it. And it's 10%. And this is not broken. Like, this is probably, I don't know, this happens, right? 99 and above, and a lot above. So you can imagine, if I had 98 resistances, these skeletons would have just rolled over me. to the point that I would have lost in 15 seconds, 15 to 20. And yes, that also happened to some people, which also showed me replays. That can also happen if you don't have 99 resistances. So believe me, this bug is just friggin' insane. Of course, there are counters. And yes, the counters come in, of course, even the same ability. So it says affects only humanoid and magical units. Basically, you can only do this crazy damage to human race, to Rakan race, and of course to Sylvani race. So, for example, you can also do this to Lich race if they use scorpions. So, if you face dwarf mechs or you face Lich stalkers, this damage is non-existent because it doesn't affect undead units and it doesn't affect mechs. So if you don't want to abuse the bug, the current way to, I suppose, not being demolished by this garbage of a bug is to play friggin' a Lich yourself. If you want to, you can just use this bug as well. Or, of course, just go to Dwarf and use the mechs. Those are the only couple of ways to actually try and nullify this bug or not lose to this particular bug. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of disappointed on someone for trying to play as this is something like he thought out of, something like this is a trick, which is not a bug, which is like people need to learn to play because this is a mechanic. And basically, like, I assume what you find a bug, you abuse a bug, and you just pretend that everything else is bad and they need to learn to play it. It's not that type of a gameplay for me. I mean, fair play is kind of important. Like, if you have something broken, I mean by just its own stats, right? Of course, you can use it. It means it's overpowered. It's gonna get nerfed. But if you have something which is a bug, which is broken, like for example, dire skeletons, they don't do this insane damage. Only the Zen ones do this incredible damage, as far as I'm aware. And uh, people just say, no, it's fine. It's not. Like, what is a 99 resistance frontline, which hero burst sites need 30 seconds to clear? But of course, stalkers with heroes would take about 15 seconds, maybe or so. I mean, there is no. Of course, there is skill involved. You have to place a stalker on your burst side. It takes so much to actually think how this particular playstyle. I mean, you can actually place a J Dragon, prisms, reliquary steel, all that kind of stuff to overbuff these stalkers to actually carry the entire fight and take almost to no damage at the beginning of the battle for like 10-15 seconds with a J Dragon. And yeah, that kind of happens, and yeah, there are some people who are also using it. So I kind of lost faith in this dual tower. The last one, it was Sylvani with broken trees. This one, early on, broken trees. Trees, I think, got fixed now, or almost fixed. I'm not entirely sure. Now I'm actually facing trees which die, I think. I mean, I didn't actually make a proper assumption, but trees slowly started dying, and now the stalkers are actually bugged. So I don't know, man. They tried to fix one bug, they make another bug, they're gonna fix that bug, then another bug will appear, I guess. I don't even know, man. But have at it, have fun. The bug is public, can actually use it for the next, I think, 4 days. Because as far as I'm aware, and people told me, it will be fixed prior or after the season ends. So I think it's Tuesday, and I think it's in the morning my time. So I think there is a dual tower just after the update, and then it finishes, I think. So today is Thursday, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, math is pretty hard. So Monday, and at Monday this time we're gonna have 17. So probably you're also gonna have Tuesday to play. So I think the bug is gonna be fixed on Tuesday, so we're still gonna have a couple of attempts left, I think. So I don't know, we'll see if my math doesn't fail me. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, do hit that subscribe button. It would help me out a lot. As well as if you wish to support me more than just watching my videos, I have made a Patreon page where you would be able to do just that, and in return I would be able to help you out more in terms of PvP formations, events, and stuff like that. As well as I would like to thank all of my patrons for the support. I really appreciate it for your subscriptions. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for watching, take care, and stay safe out there.